Right, good morning. Another drive along, and this time I actually got the seat raised, so maybe you can actually see everything. I got this. I got the I got this thing so raised I can't even see. There we go. I can see now. I can't see the rear view mirror. Anyways. There you go. Now you should be able to see just about everything I'm seeing. Almost everything. Oh man, this is different. That's alright. That's alright. Oh yeah, this is definitely different. Oh, you see that bright sun? Let's see what this does. That doesn't help. Go. Hopefully you're all enjoying the view on this ride. Oh, blindness. I did wake up a little bit earlier today just to get things going. I'm very excited about using this gimbal all the time. Give you that first person point of view. What an experience. The chest rig I got set up, man, it is so perfect in how I got it set up. The only downside about the gimbal that I'm using with the Samsung S7 is because I got the lens, the wide-angle lens I got the case that you can attach a wide-angle lens and a telephoto lens. They're kind of big and heavy, so I notice if I move around, like if I make sudden jolting moves and the gimbal has to compensate for that, it won't stabilize back up evenly. It kind of, when I get a jolt, like when I'm running or riding the bike, it jolts and then it points downwards because I think the weight of the lens prevents it from coming back up. And so that's the only downside of the whole thing. Other than that, I mean, it's pretty good. I'm gonna have to adjust it manually by hand or by the joystick. So we'll see how that works out. Okay, don't need this anymore. So hopefully you're all enjoying this view. I know I am. Man, I got the seat raised so high. That's all right. I get a better view. I feel like I'm in my truck. It's just raised. It's raised so high that I'm like looking down at stuff. So that's all right. That's cool. I like it this way. This is just a different way of driving. You kind of have to do things differently when you wear the gimbal because you also want to record on it. So I had to raise the seat up in order to get this view that you're seeing now, that you could see, you know, everything. drive. Looks like the baby is, it's not a baby, but my youngest is in a blanket just snoozing away, getting in that extra 10-minute rest. All right. So I got my biking gear. I usually go to after I drop off my youngest, go to the fitness center. From the fitness center, I go to my house riding my bike. Usually download the videos and everything and do some editing and, you know, push save and then let it save and do all this other stuff. Then ride on back to the car or do something, you know, adventure riding. Today I'm going to actually have to, after everything, when I go back to the car, I'm going to have to actually get a new external hard drive. Well, not get a new one, but one of my USB ports stopped working last night when I was charging the second gimbal. I got two gimbals now. I bought one from Amazon that came with like a tripod. I don't know if it's worth the extra $10, but anyways, I got it. So, and then the other one I got at Fry's for, with tax out the door, $85. And this is the one I'm using right now. And so I got basically two gimbals. The Zhiyun Smooth Q, or maybe how the Chinese would say it, Zhiyong. I think that's how they would say it. You know, if you ever watch any Chinese radio stations or TV or on YouTube and you listen to them talk, you know, they Zhiyong. That's how I think they would pronounce it, but maybe I'm wrong. You know, I mean, I'm not Chinese. I'm just trying to use some basic, you know, logic here. But anyways, so I got two. I don't know where I was going with that. I got lost in the Zhiyong pronunciation. Oh yeah, the hard drive. So I was charging the hard drive, and some reason it was charging. I turned on the gimbal while it was charging, while it was plugged into the USB port. And the thing about the gimbal is, like, when you use it and then you stop using it while it's charging, or while the USB port is still in, it stops charging for some reason. And I think maybe that caused a surge. I'm not sure. I don't know why it would, but the USB port will not work now. It will not charge. It will not connect on the hard drive. The one I got came from Costco, and it's like 5 terabytes, and it has 2 USB ports that you could plug in to connect other devices and charge. So that's why I kind of liked it. So I'm gonna have to go to Costco, not really return the hard drive. I'm gonna have to buy a hard drive, buy the same one, transfer all my data, and then go back to Costco with the old one, but with the new receipt, because I don't know where my old receipt is, and just tell them that this one was defective. Yeah, I do that all the time. Like, I don't have the receipt anymore, so and literally it's been less than a month. So since I want to replace, I just buy a new one, get a new receipt, and then with the new receipt, I simply just exchange it, or get my money back, I should say. So a little tip for you if you're all interested in how to do an exchange if you don't have a receipt. If you just want to exchange, just buy another one and take back the old one, but use the new receipt. Now I'm hoping they still have that terabyte, because it's literally only been 30 days. If it's been like a year, forget it. Depends. Like if they still have it in stock and a year goes by and it breaks down, just buy a new one. Take back the old one. Is that cheating? Is that wrong of me? I don't think so. It's a lot easier than going through a warranty process and all that. And what I like about Costco is no questions asked. They'll take returns, no questions asked. That's their policy. So I don't know what they do with it. Maybe they return it back to the manufacturer or distributor, and that's part of the deal. You know, of course, Costco stuff is slightly different. It's not slightly different, but you don't find the offers that Costco has. You know, that's the thing about Costco. You don't find the same offers. You can't find the same product. And they have, in my opinion, higher quality of product. That's just my opinion, though. But who cares about my opinion, right? When I go to the meat store in Costco, it's more expensive. They have Prime Choice. They have USD Prime, and Prime is like the top selection of meat. I mean, there's what? Let me see here. I think there's 3 categories: a Choice, Prime, and Select. So I think Prime's the top. I'm not sure. I know they got the top. So there's Choice, Select, and then Prime, I think, are the 2 grades of meat, and it depends on the way the meat looks, supposedly, but who knows. I can smell grass, freshly cut grass. Anyways, almost time to, almost at the elementary school, so I guess I'll just end it here. As soon as I get to the stop sign, I will stop the video. Hopefully you all enjoyed this ride. I know I did. I'm really liking this Gaijun smooth Q. I'm actually liking this whole gimbal thing. It's changing it's actually realizing my channel's potential. All right, bye-bye.